Hello, good morning, and welcome to a fantastic hour of gardening with, of course, Lead the Good Life. And I'm reunited with a great gardening friend of mine, Adam Wilcott.
Hi, Sean. How you doing?
Adam.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Love this guy. He's an award-winning gardener. I mean, you've got so much experience.
Yeah, well, I've been running my own garden maintenance business for 27 years. I've been lucky enough. They always make me say this, but I've been lucky enough to win 3 gold medals at the Chelsea Flower Show and some silver gilts and some silvers as well.
That's amazing, that.
Yeah, it is good. Yeah, it is good.
I mean, you know, Adam is here to guide you, to give you top tips, and to really talk through the plants that we've got in great detail. And we have got an amazing show. I'm so excited because it's the 1st of March today.
I know.
Spring's here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it was weird because I had to get up really early this morning. I got up at 5 o'clock this morning, and on the horizon, I could actually see it was getting light. I mean, it wasn't light, but I thought, wow, the birds were singing. I saw hawthorn in leaf, blackthorn flowering. Fantastic.
We're here.
We're here.
Now, we're going to give you a quick preview of everything coming up, but we want to draw your attention straight to this. We want your eyes on our rose because it's called For Your Eyes Only.
Yeah.
And this is an award-winning rose. We've actually got a special for today. They're normally $19.99 each, but we're going to give you 2 for $14.99. Now, Adam, you've actually got this rose in your garden, haven't you?
I mean, this is not the best picture in the world, but this was from my rose bush, my For Your Eyes Only. I cut this 2 weeks ago. It was still flowering in February, and we had the snow, and I thought, oh, I can't leave it outside in the freezing cold. So I just cut it and put it in a little tiny vase. I mean, I'm not saying to yours will flower in February, but mine was flowering in February.
And it's the most amazing flower,
stunning.
isn't it?
I mean, you've got that lovely sort of pink on the outside, then going into orange and peach and tangerine, the lovely yellow stamens. It is an absolutely stunning rose, and what I like about it is the simplicity of it. It's a single flowering rose, very akin to like a wild dog rose, so it's got that innocence.
In fact, have a look at it here, just because you can see it in even more detail. So you're right, it is a little bit like a dog rose, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's got that simple kind of flower, simple but stunning, amazing. Look at the yellow stamens in the middle there, actually standing out. It flowers so easily. It's a nice, compact little rose as well. It gets about 3 foot tall, about 3 foot wide, so ideal for a pot or a trough or balconies or patios. And it has the most amazing disease resistance as well.
Does it?
So if you're fed up with black spot and mildew and rust and all those things that attack roses, because this is quite closely related to the original sort of dog rose, if you like, it's still got the original disease resistance of wild roses.
Now, can we just point out, I know it says you're getting a £5 saving, you are, but these are normally $19.99 each. So don't go on our website and buy one because you're paying $19.99. No, don't do it, look. Don't order that number there, OK? I'm not even going to read it out. Don't order that number. Order this one. Because I know a few of you will. Don't. Because we can give you 2 of these and you get the root grow as well for just $14.99. And this, what award did this win, Adam?
This Rose of the Year.
Rose of the Year.
I mean, there are thousands of roses. There's hundreds of different roses every year. This was Rose of the Year 2015.
So there you go.
And the plant, I mean, you can see here the
Never
samples.
mind about your awards. This rose has got even.
I know.
Yeah.
But
Rose of the Year 2015. This is how they're going to arrive.
Yeah, this is how they arrive. They're bare root plants, but look at the quality of these plants. These are multi-stem plants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stems on here. Really thick, vigorous stems. Lovely buds on there as well. Now, I know a lot of people, you get frightened, you get a bit put off by bare root because it worries you. This is the best way to buy roses, shrubs, trees, conifers this time of year because they're dormant. You could pay for a rose already potted on anything from £15 to £20 just for one rose because you're paying for the compost, you're paying for the pot, you're paying for all that labour. This has been lifted from the field now. It's completely dormant. It doesn't even know it's been lifted. You just replant it in your garden, in your pot.
And would you do that?
Do it right now, yeah. Get it home, just soak it in a bucket of water for a couple of 2 or 3 hours or overnight if you want to. And then when you put it back into the ground, make sure the soil level is just a little bit above the start of the green stems. So basically this little knuckly bit is just slightly below the soil level. And that's all you need to do.
It is already proving popular. They're normally $19.99 each. I tell you what, because it's quite the beginning of the season, we've got some of the best offers we've ever seen. My advice would be go on our website, Ltgl.tv, cherry pick, have a look, but we know we're going to make your gardens beautiful in 2015. Right, Adam, shall we have a quick preview of what's coming up?
Go for it.
OK, so pens and papers at the ready. Let's give you a little teaser of some of the great items we've got. Now, this is one of the top sellers last week as it happens. It's the Tower Pot with a saucer. You get the incredible bloom. You also get that wonderful 3D tower, and 3 stunning clematis.
Yeah, you've got the President there, which is that lovely, lovely deep purple one. You've got the purple and white one, which is Ziboldii. That is an incredible clematis. And then we've got that pure white one called Miss Bateman. So 3 absolutely stunning, vigorous clematis.
Did we mention you are saving £40 on this today? Yeah, we are getting busy already. You are saving £40 if you order today.
That flew last week, Sean.
I know
it went berserk. Really
and due to its popularity, we've extended the offer a little bit longer. 339049. Now, we've also got snowdrops in the green. Adam, please explain.
In the green, that means they've been lifted straight from the ground just after they're finished flowering. So they'll have green leaves on, they'll have faded flower heads on. This is the best way and the best time to plant snowdrops. Snowdrops don't actually transplant very well from bulbs. The bulbs tend to dry out because they're very small.
I was going to say, I've not had much success with snowdrops.
No, it's not a good way to buy them. Buy them in the green, which is where they are right now. You'll get a gorgeous, great big clump of these, 60 bulbs. There might even be a few more in there because it's so difficult to count them exactly. I can't promise. But all you need to do is just divide them up. Just plant them somewhere moist, in dappled shade, where they're not going to dry out in the summer. They love to be under trees. Where bluebells thrive, snowdrops will thrive, and they'll come up year after year after year and eventually give you a huge carpet.
Adam, this is going to be a quick preview.
Oh, sorry. I'm off again. I'm rabbiting.
He's excited. 339 326, saving of £7. Now, we've got some beautiful lavenders for you right now, and these are wonderful plug plants, 30mm plug plants. 2 varieties here.
You've got Grosso and Hidcote. They're purple and they flower nicely. There you go.
And there you go. And I'll tell you, you're saving. I told you you've got massive savings today. £33 on our usual price, 338,397. Now, a real favourite, a traditional favourite, the pinks.
Yeah, pinks. These are absolutely knockout for their colour, for their flower shape, but for the fragrance.
Yeah.
Wow, and such a traditional cottage garden plant.
And then one of my favourites are the begonias, and this is a lovely selection. I love begonias because they're easy and they're like
They're
shade,
easy. Yeah, whether it's a hot, dry summer, whether it's a cold, wet summer, they thrive. We've got 4 different types here, 10 of each. So you've got picotee, you've got pendulous, you've got fringe, and you've got double flowering.
Absolutely gorgeous. Saving to the half price today, saving £20. Now, I love my easy fill hanging baskets. You might remember last year I had 20 of these, all looking gorgeous. We've got an offer on these today. You get 4 baskets, 4 watering fountains, just making sure that you water them the right way and so they don't dry out. And you even get 4 easy turn hooks as well. So it's an amazing bundle, everything you need, and we guarantee they're the easiest baskets to plant up. The bad thing is today we've got less than 100 of those. So if you do want them, 339 338 at 19.99. Now, when it comes to compost, we've got a 5-star rated compost. There are so many reviews online giving our Treff compost 5 stars. Why is it so special,
Because
Adam?
we've got chip pine bark in there, we've got Baltic peat in there, we've got humic compost in there, and we've got all the main elements that plants need. It's developed in the Netherlands, one of the biggest areas in the world for growing plants.
And then a great gift for Mother's Day next. This is great, honestly. It's Instant Gardening. It's called the Instant Patio Garden, and you've got a beautiful bulb collections, patio pots. All you need is a bit of compost. But these are all in a tray, and you literally pop the tray in there, don't you?
Just drop, we'll show you later on, but you literally drop the tray into the ground, take the cover off, drop the tray into the ground, cover it in compost. That is it. You don't need to worry about spacing or depths or anything like that. It is so, so easy.
You've got 2 lovely gifts there. And then I think the value is outstanding on our strawberry runners next. You actually get 20 of these for $9.99. They're actually half price today. 20 bare root strawberry runners.
That's incredible. And again, great way to buy them. Buy them bare root. If you buy them pot grown, you can pay £1.50 per plant if they're pot grown. You don't need to do that. The runners will grow very, very easily. Strawberries are vigorous.
And something that I was introduced to a couple of months ago now, and it's the Hand Digger Twin Pack. These are really clever. You kind of got to see these in action, haven't you?
Yeah, they've totally revolutionised the way that you dig soil, the way you cultivate soil, the way you level soil. Just a real innovative new idea.
It's almost like a dog digging when you use this, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks, my dogs dig, and it's got that same kind of action to it.
$14.99, 321-572. But we are going back to our fantastic tower pot that we've got today. I think we're going to have a really busy hour. You know, this is the beginning of the gardening season here on Ideal World with Lead the Good Life. We only use the top, the top guests, award-winning gardeners, and the top nurseries as well. So let's start off with he's so humble, is Adam.
Smooth talker, yeah.
No, but you are so humble, yet you're so good. That's why we like it. Right, what we've got here then, Adam?
What we've got is this wonderful tower pot here with the 3 gorgeous clematis or you can say clematis, it's up to you. And also we've got the Incredibloom as well. But what you can do with this, Sean, you can create your own fantastic tower of colour. Very, very easily.
I said it
very
just clips in, doesn't it?
Yeah, they just clip into the holes around the edge. So, yeah, they just clip in really straightforward. All you need to do is plant the clematis in there, but you don't have to put the clematis in there. You could grow the clematis up a wall through other shrubs or trees. What you could do with this, if you want to, is create a wonderful tower of sweet peas or summer flowering jasmine or tracheospermum.
It is really well designed, isn't it? Because you get, you know, you can even have this in the centre of a patio and you get a lovely view all the way around, 360, don't you?
It's rigid and it's strong, but also it's attractive in its own right, because sometimes some supportive structures are rather ugly and you're in a real rush to try and cover them up. This looks elegant, even as it is. You've got that nice kind of dark, almost kind of coppery sort of splattered look on it there. It looks quite, what's the word?
Rustic.
Antique, rustic, yeah. So you can imagine your plants growing up through there, your clematis or other climbers. You've got the Incredibloom as well.
And come over here. This is already flying, by the way. You are saving £40 today. It's also, of course, our Super Flexi Fortnight. So if you go for this, it's only £29.99. You've got 2 payments of £15, but it also means you can open up a Flexi basket. So you can add as many items as you like. And a lot of you are putting the snowdrops in, and they're For Your Eyes Only roses. And then we can spread the total cost into 2 equal payments. But I love clematis, but these are extra special, aren't they?
These are extra special. These are 3 stunning varieties. If we actually start with the one in front of me here, this is Clematis Sieboldii. This is a knockout clematis. It's got white petals, but then that incredible purple centre to it. The flowers come out like this earlier in the year. Later in the year, you can actually get double flowers or single flowers as well. So
really?
It can actually change the way it flowers, which is quite amazing. So in the first part of the season, you might get double flowers, then you might get single flowers. But either way, you're going to get these incredible pure white petals with these lovely centres.
I tell you what, just looking at the 3 there, they do work really well together.
Yeah, those colours really work brilliantly together. Then you've got in the middle, the pure white one is Miss Bateman. The flowers on there might be almost the size of kind of dinner plates almost. I mean, they can get really, really large. And then the deep, deep purple one is the President. That is Clematis the President, a very well-established clematis.
And this is the President.
That's
just
the President
over here.
There. And if you, I mean, almost as, I mean, they're not, but it's almost as like if the Sieboldii one, the purple and white one, has almost been crossed with the other 2. But it hasn't. But that's where they all mix together so well, because you've got pure purple, you've got pure white, and then you've got purple and white.
I mean, the display you're going to get is going to be magical. And the clematis arrive as good-sized plug plants. The thing is, they grow so quickly.
Yeah, well, here we go. I mean, look at the plug plant. So I'm going to lift this one up in front of you. You can already see that has got a nice height on it, that plug plant there. That is a decent-sized plug plant. But look at the, you can see the growth on there already, which is coming on the top. You can actually pinch that out as well if you wanted to. What I mean is, it's going to look a bit mean, but you can actually just, if you want to, with your thumb and index finger, pinch the top out like that.
Then you're going to be cruel to be kind sometimes,
then you'll create extra shoots that will come out from the side and make it even more bushy. But if I just turn it on its end, just plop it down, look at the root system on the bottom there. Absolutely amazing root system. Just slightly loosen them out before you plant them.
Sorry to interrupt, Adam, but this was one of the top sellers last week. We got as much stock as we could get today. 10% that has already gone. You even get the Incredibloom fertiliser, which can give you up to 400% more flowers, saving £40 today. And what I love about this, Adam, is it's very easy, isn't it?
It's very straightforward. And it's brilliant that the Incredibloom's in there as well, because clematis are very heavy feeders as well. So that will actually really get them to thrive.
Well, if you do want to go for it, I think it could easily sell out. We have got a massive audience this Sunday. It's 339049, and you do get it today, not at our usual price of $69.99. We are giving you a £40 saving. We're going to do as much as possible on these early shows this spring to give you some outstanding deals to get you started. Oh, and the For Your Eyes Only award-winning rose. Remember, this is the Rose of the Year 2015. These are normally $19.99 each. We're doing a twin pack today, and you even get the free root grow as well. I think the fact that you've got this rose, because your garden's very, it's quite exotic, isn't it, Adam?
And that's what I like about it. I mean, it looked to me almost like an exotic hibiscus kind of flower with those wonderful purples and apricots and pinks. And the fact that it took 30 years in the making, this rose. So somebody has worked so hard. And that is just a flower, a little rose flower that I cut in February, just a few weeks ago.
Amazing.
So, yeah, it's still flowering then. I didn't want to leave it out in the snow, so I brought it indoors.
329328. You are getting 2 of those, $14.99. Now, we'd love you to be part of the show. You know, gardening is all about sharing tips and ideas, and Adam is here to help with a wealth of knowledge. So, if you want to email us, well, on this show, if you send in a photo of your grown borders, baskets of fruit, you'll be in for a chance of winning a £20 voucher to spend on Lead the Good Life as well. And we will draw that before the end of the show, by the way. So yeah, send in any photos of your flowers, and somebody will win a £20 voucher. And we're going to do that today, aren't we, Adam?
Definitely.
Yeah,
The show.
You're going to draw that. Now, snowdrops in the green next. These are amazing. 60 of them for $12.99. At this time of year, Adam, when you see snowdrops, it's just that lovely warm feeling, isn't it? Is that the first bulbs of spring?
They just lift your heart, don't they? And
they do.
And what I like about them is they are so brave, they are so courageous. You know, for a plant that is so delicate and and so dainty, the fact that it will push up through the snow, the frost, the wind, the rain, and it does lift your heart, because what it is saying to you is, it's saying winter isn't quite over, but I'm promising you spring is very, very near. That is what I absolutely love about it.
I feel like crying, Adam. No, I get really emotional regarding. I'm right, softy. I do, because it
is emotional.
It is.
So, a very quick story. I know I read it too much, but very quick story about that. A couple of years ago, I went to Era. I went to Ireland, and went round a corner, and they'd felled a forest a couple of years before. And I went round the corner, as far as the eye could see, I just saw thousands and thousands and thousands of purple foxgloves. And I burst out in tears. I was overwhelmed. It was stunning,
I'm saying I get really emotional.
Plants can do that too.
We have got our butch sides as well, by the way, because Adam will also use all the big power tools.
Yeah.
And he does, though, he does. Including that, by the way, if you go on our website, you'll find the handy multi-tool, which is really limited stock that you had earlier, didn't you? Right, back to our snowdrops, though. So why would we buy them like this rather than as bulbs?
Because to be honest, I mean, that doesn't look very appealing. Ordinarily, if you saw a plant like that in a garden centre, you'd walk straight past, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
because
you would.
But it's gone over, it's not flowering, it doesn't look very good. But this is a brilliant way to transplant snowdrops. If you try and plant snowdrops and bulbs, look how tiny the bulbs are. The bulbs are very, very weeny. They're about the size of garden peas. They dry out and they do not transplant very well.
So if you've failed with snowdrops before, because I've failed with snowdrops, but I've never bought them like this.
Yeah,
this is the
way to do them. So you buy them what's called in the green, which means while they're still green. And all you need to do is just pick out each individual little bulb, just make a hole a couple of inches deep, pop the bulb into the ground, and they grow somewhere. They like shade, they like dappled shade. Where bluebells grow, for instance, snowdrops would grow, and somewhere where they don't dry out in the summer.
They are flying. They're a really good price today. 60 for $12.99. 10% of the entire stock has already gone. And we've virtually guaranteed, if we buy them in the green, that they'll flower next year and year after year.
They will definitely flower. They'll flower for you next year, and then they'll spread. I mean, that's the thing, because snowdrops spread rapidly.
Now, our Tower Pot bundle, the one with the saving of £40, don't forget, the one that's going to help you open up your flexi basket, is flying right now. You get 3 stunning clematis, and these are really unusual, rare varieties. You get the Tower Pot. You also get, of course, the incredible fertiliser, and you get FlexiPay as well. Normally £70 worth of value there. On today's show, $29.99, 339-049. And a lot of you, I think you gardeners are really savvy. Our strawberry irresistible 20 bare root runners are an amazing price there. They're half price. And those runners, we'll get some fruit this year, but they're going to produce a huge amount.
Absolute massive amount of fruit. And again, don't be put off by the look of bare root strawberries. I will admit to you, if I was sitting at home looking at them, I'd be thinking what you're thinking. Well, they don't look very appealing, but it's such a simple, easy and effective way of buying strawberries. Don't pay $1.50 each for ones in pots. Plant the runners now. They will thrive. Strawberries grow like weeds, honestly. They are so easy to grow.
And great to get the kids involved growing those as well. Now, our next item is our lavender, which again was a top seller on a previous show. We have got it back today, saving £33 on a usual price. I love lavender. The smell is gorgeous, isn't it?
I mean, lavender's got everything. It's got wonderful fragrance. It's got incredible flowers. It's evergreen. It attracts the bees and wildlife. And also, if you care to go on the internet, you can look up the medicinal uses of lavender as well if you want to. But, for me, it's the fact that it's got that wonderful Mediterranean kind of colour to it. It just reminds you of Tuscany and the south of France and open fields and blue skies. It's just got that romance about it, really, for me.
You're very poetical today. Is that that word? Yeah.
It's because it's the first day of spring.
Yeah.
It's like, if you could see me in my car this morning, I had 80s radio on this morning, so I listened to all the 80s tunes, and it was getting light really early, and I was in such a good mood.
The sun was shining as well, wasn't it?
And I'm thinking, October's gone, November's gone, December, January, February gone, it's March, it's spring.
And even the clocks are going to spring forward at the end of this month, of course, as well. Now, there are some great ways of using lavender to create pathways and
absolutely.
hedges.
We've got 30 plants here. There's 2 different types. There's lavender grow Grosso or Grosso, and then we've got Lavender Hidcoat. Now, the Lavender Hidcoat, this is the one here, Sean. This is more compact. This is a lower growing one that will give you that very straight, regimented, if I can get the word out, hedge. And then the one on this side, this is the Lavender Grosso. This one will give you that much more luxuriant, open, loose kind of structure.
Oh,
so you can have sort of one or the other. But lavender is expensive. I have seen in the herb section at garden centres for lavender plants not much bigger than this. I've seen them for $1.99,
I was going to say,
$2.49 each.
yeah.
You
Definitely.
don't need to pay for those, and you don't need to buy those bigger size lavender plants.
Because they grow quickly, don't they?
They grow really, really quickly. So this is just a brilliant way of creating a hedge very easily, very simply. They're bone hardy as well. So you can put, when you get these home next week, plant them out straight away. All they'll ask from you is that they get full sun and well-drained soil.
But they look at these. They are absolutely stunning. What did we say? Did we say well-drained? You said well-good, did you?
I mean, well-drained. But well-good soil.
Yeah, you need well-good soil there, well-drained soil.
That's the Essex boy coming out of me there.
But absolutely beautiful. You look at the flowers and say, we have got an amazing saving today. You get all of those plants, all 30 of them, for just $16.99 there. 338397. Now, the tower pot is absolutely flying. We had right, I tell you what, can we go back to this, Adam? Because I'm really worried about stock. We had a big stock, 20% of the stock has gone. We are going to save you £40. And this is for everybody, whatever size garden you've got, even if you've got just a small patio area.
Or a balcony.
A balcony,
yeah. Brilliant for a balcony.
When I had my bachelor pad in Leeds, this would have been perfect.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what else as well, Sean, these are absolutely great for. Have you got really ugly manhole covers in the middle of your lawn?
Yeah.
Or the middle of your patio? Those horrible manhole covers that you want to cover up. Just imagine sitting one of these plant towers on top of that and then growing your clematis. But you don't have to put the clematis in there. You could grow sweet peas. Imagine a tower of gorgeous, multicoloured, scented sweet peas growing in these. And of course, you can move these to wherever you want to as well. So if you're having a celebration in the garden, a party, a barbecue, you can take the colour to where you want it to be, or the fragrance.
And what is so nice, and we touched on this earlier, when I've grown clematis before, quite often it's a pot and it's against the house, and you've just got an old bit of wooden trellis and stuff. But sometimes some of the support systems are not very attractive. This is. And the clematis, Adam, that have been chosen, these aren't your everyday clematis.
No, the range here, I mean, the one right in front of me here, if I just move the little tower out of the way for you there.
Look at that.
This is Ziboldii. This is a real stunning, unbelievably beautiful clematis. You've got those pure white petals, that incredible purple centre. Sometimes these can be double, sometimes these can be single flowers as well, depending on the time of year. Moving through to the middle, you've got the wonderful pure white Miss Bateman there. And then moving across the president with absolutely huge flowers. I mean, they can almost be the size of dinner plates with those very pointed petals.
And we're even going to include in our special offer today that incredible bloom, which can give you up to 400% more flowers as well. And this is going to open up your flexi basket. Remember, it is our incredible flexi fortnight. So that's hard to say from me. Our incredible Flexi Fortnight. So this opens up your Flexi basket. Even if you're a new viewer, you can add as much as you like to your order, and we'll spread the cost into 2 equal payments as well. So here's the details. We know the way this is going. It is very, very likely to sell out today. 339049 is the item number, and a saving of £40 today. And also that award-winning rose. Now, this has been voted what, best rose 2015?
Rose of the year 2015. I mean, what better accolade could you have than that? Really, 30 years in the making this rose. Well, it took 30 years to come up with this rose. And as Sean said, I go for quite a tropical, jungly kind of exotic-looking garden. And to me, this looks to me like an exotic flower. Almost looks like an oleander flower, but much bigger. It's got that kind of look to it. It looks tropical. It looks exotic. And it's such a stunningly beautiful little rose. It's very compact and it's disease resistant as well.
And don't go on our website, because you can buy one of them for $19.99. I mean, do go on our website, but just don't buy the individual one of these, because we've got an amazing offer. And the snowdrops, amazing value, 60 of these for $12.99. We should point out, by the way, if you ever buy several of the same item number, you only pay the postage once. So if you were, buying 120 of those snowdrops, 180, you'd only pay the postage once. So that's the same with any products in Ltgl, generally speaking. So, and the lavender, by the way, is absolutely flying as well. 30 of those, a saving of £33 today. That's a massive saving. But we're going to move on to our strawberry runners. Do you know, I used to love going to my nan's and picking fresh strawberries and just, you know, eating them straight off the plant.
I'm doing it now.
Yeah, I know you are.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Adam, we're giving our viewers today 20 runners for $9.99. Now, I know that is a really keen price, isn't it?
They are amazing plants. And you're going to get this many strawberries and more from those 20 runners. Now, I'm going to hold up one of these runners. And
in fact, we were told, Adam, this represents about a quarter of the crop we should get in a year or two.
Yes,
is that right?
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, you're going to get absolute ridiculous amounts of strawberries from these. This is a mid-season strawberry variety, about June, July time. Very, very sweet strawberries, very easy to grow. But I'm going to put myself where you are at home at the moment, and I'm going to hold this up in front of you, and you're going to think, what's he talking about? That doesn't look very appealing. That doesn't look irresistible. It doesn't look irresistible at all. But this is a fantastic way of growing strawberries. Do not fear, do not worry. Remember, you always have a 14-day money-back guarantee, but you won't need it with these. Strawberries are very, very easy to grow. All you need to do is spread the roots of these out, plant them up to just about where the leaves are starting at the top, and I'll guarantee you these will thrive, these will grow. It is such a sensible, economic, easy way of growing strawberries. Why pay £1.50, £2.49 for strawberries in pots when you can get 20 of this amazing variety?
What's that, 50p each,
yeah,
doesn't it?
for $9.99, and they will grow and they will thrive. And don't sort of worry about the fact that the roots are all bare and they might look like they've dried out. We're still right at the beginning of March. These plants are dormant. They're not worried about the fact that's happened. Providing you get them in the ground within a few days, they will grow away, they will thrive.
So honestly, you've got to try them this year. And to get the kids involved, I think Adam and I both started gardening as young children, which was quite a long time ago now. But it's a great hobby to get into. And I find it so rewarding, so therapeutic, you know. And I know, you know, if you've got children, they love to grow strawberries. And you know,
it's because they're so easy.
Yeah.
And so rewarding. That is the thing about
Scoffing
strawberries.
them down, Adam.
Well, you might as well. You know, I mean, they're here, they're in front of me. Why not?
And we can either grow these in the ground, but they're finding things like your easy fill baskets, aren't they?
Oh, fantastic for baskets, because if you're plagued with slugs and snails, for example, you can put them in your easy fill baskets, so then the slugs and snails can't get to them. Grow bags, if you want to grow them in grow bags. Window boxes.
Yeah.
Brilliant for window boxes as well. Pots, troughs, beds, borders, patios, anywhere.
You name it. But they are at that special price today. They're half price, basically. £9.99. We are very busy this morning. Thank you to everybody that's placing an order right now. And so, Adam and I, we're both really, really, really pleased that it's the 1st of March.
We live for this time of year, don't we?
We do.
Year.
We do.
We get so excited when the spring arrives. You know, it's just such an amazing time of year. And the days are getting longer now. We've only got another 3 weeks to the spring equinox when, you know, after that day, the actual days are longer than the nights. The clocks go forward, so we're going to be getting home from work. You're going to have till, 7:30 to stay out in the garden. The bulbs are coming through. There's just so much to say about this time of year. It really, really is, you know, such a buzzy time of year.
Yeah, it is nice, isn't it? Because winter... So Christmas is all right, but after that, it's...
Yeah, and winter does have it. I mean, you know, when it snowed, that was nice and stuff. But after a while, you want to see leaves on the trees again, don't you?
Now, we've got our begonias next, and you're actually getting a pack of 40 of these for $19.99.
I'm hidden behind the roses, but you can see me.
Yeah. Do you want to swap? Actually, I'm taller than you, Adam. Do you want to swap positions, though? There you go. See what a gent I am? Don't you start doing that. Now, we've got 4 types of begonias.
We
here,
have,
haven't we?
yeah. All mixed colours, but what we've got the double begonias here. And, you know, look at the leaves as well on begonias, those wonderful triangular leaves with the lovely notching on the edges. Then, flipping through to the next one, Sean, we've got what's known as picote. These are the picote flowers, or almost kind of decoupage kind of flowers. So these are double layered flowers, many, many layers of flowers. Then, moving those away again, we're on to the pendulous ones. These are the ones for your easy fill baskets. These are the ones for your easy fill stands. These are the ones that are going to trail and flower all summer long. And then we've got the fringed ones. I mean,
these are
look
amazing,
at that.
aren't they?
That is just a knockout, isn't it? That almost looks to me like a huge carnation. It's got like that carnation kind of look to it. And remember, you're going to get mixed colours in all of these. So this could be white, it could be yellow, it could be orange, it could be red. So a stunning collection there within that 40 collection of tubers.
Now, I've got a really nice garden centre near where I live, and they sell begonias potted up, I think 9cm pots in peak season, and the begonias are $1.99 each, and they're beautiful. But you imagine $1.99 per begonia, 40 of those, that's 80 quid. These are 19.99.
Yeah.
And they're so easy to grow,
They are
aren't
so easy to grow. I mean, again, you can see the begonia tubers in front of me here. And again, you know, to those that don't know, they don't look very exciting. They look a bit dark and a bit shriveled up. But all these need to do is just be put into some compost. You put the rounded side down. So that's the rounded side. Push the rounded side down into the compost. Put just the slightest covering of compost on top. Put them on a nice, bright, warm windowsill in a warm greenhouse. And they will start to grow away for you. And then sort of mid to the end of April, once the threat of frost has gone, you can transplant them out into the garden. And for me, it's the reward of growing things right from the start as well. You can go along to the garden centres and pay more and have them already grown. But for me, to be able to say to people, friends and family, I actually took these from these dormant tubers all the way through to producing flowers like this. To me, that is what gardening's about. That's the buzz, that's the excitement of it.
And what I love about begonias, so I've got areas of my garden that are quite shady, and they just thrive.
They do very, very well in
shade. And they flower really late on, don't they, as well?
In fact, quite often, September, October time, when we get those really dewy kind of cool mornings, they have a second kind of lease of life.
Second wind, they're great.
Yeah.
Very busy this morning. Just to let you know, by the way, we have got the next hour. Oh, there's the begonias, by the way, 297682. The next hour, we're also joined by Spear and Jackson. And for anybody that's got maybe, you know, algae, moss, do you pronounce it lichen or lichen?
Either, you can do.
Either, fine. But anything like that, we've got the spray and leave. It's brand new. This is free if you go for the 5 litre. It's coming up the next hour. So don't miss out. Spear and Jackson are coming up the next hour, and they've got over 100 years experience. Amazing company. Now, in terms of ordering, 09056 48 48 48, or, of course, ideaworld.tv. Do go on our website, by the way. We've got all sorts on there. We've got the handy multi-tool, we've got compost, we've got loads and loads of brilliant offers, with it being one of the first gardening shows this year. And our strawberries have gone crazy, by the way. They are $9.99 for 20 of those. I think, Adam, they're one of the best deals we've ever done. And that's a great variety.
It is a great variety. I'm fiddling about the back. I'm going to...
Yeah, you don't know. If you hear rustling, Adam's trying to find a box to stand on, so he's tall. Now, if you do want those strawberries, say please don't delay, because they're going very, very quickly indeed. Now, our pinks are next. I'm not happy. Look,
I like this. This is good out here.
I tell you why I'm not happy. Look, he's on a box now.
I'm on my soapbox. No, I ought to get off really. Health and safety and stuff.
Can I just say,
I'll get in trouble.
Adam actually broke his ankle last year for standing on a dodgy ladder. You'd think you'd learn, wouldn't you? You think you'd learn.
You think you'd learn, yeah. But there you go.
But it served you right had you fallen off that plastic box. Now, the pinks are next. These are wonderful.
Well, you've got different shaped flowers on these as well. So you've got some with ruffled edges, some with smooth edges, some with frilly edges. But also you've got a mixture of fragrances. Some are sweet, some are spicy, some are quite exotic. You've got that mixture of colours. You've got single coloured ones. You've got bi-coloured ones. You've got evergreen foliage. They make wonderful cut flowers.
And when I bought pinks for my garden, I just got just all the same.
Yeah, just quite often a bog standard sort of pink. Yeah. But I mean, look at the colour mixture in here. Look at the different shades. Look at the different types of flowers there. And pinks will grow in places where other plants won't. If you've got somewhere really hot and sunny, quite poor, gravelly, sandy sort of soil, other things struggle, pinks will love that. They're very undemanding. They'll grow very well on quite limey soils as well. So if you struggle with rhododendrons and azaleas and that kind of thing, pinks will do very well in that kind of position.
And again, look at the saving today. We are saving you £12 on our usual price. And they are 339, 337. Love those. Gorgeous colours and gorgeous varieties. Now, don't forget, we're doing a prize draw today. Just send your pictures in. Here's the details, by the way. So send in a photo of your garden. It could be your borders, it could be your baskets, or any fruit that you've grown from last year or coming into this year, and you'll be in with a chance of winning a £20 voucher to spend on our Lead the Good Life website. Do it now, and we'll draw the winner at the end of this hour. And so the more of you that enter, the more pictures Adam and I can look at and enjoy. Now, the top seller of the show, and we are saving you £40 on this, is our tower pot with those wonderful clematis. Now, 40% of the entire stock has gone. And actually, Adam, we do know from previous gardening shows, because Adam and I have worked together for several years, a lot of orders come through after the show.
Yeah,
often,
we have what we call a tick over, don't we?
Yeah.
Period after the show.
People watch the show,
go online,
enjoy your company, and then order afterwards sometimes.
They do, yeah.
So, if you do want this, please reserve it as soon as you possibly can. That's all. For those of you that have just joined us, I just want to reintroduce Adam Woolcott, our excellent gardening guest who's got many years' experience.
Bless you.
And he's award-winning, won numerous awards at Chelsea. But you've also worked hands-on at, with your own gardening company.
I've run my own gardening business for 27, 26 years. I started in 1987, run a garden design business as well. I love being out there. I love getting my hands in the dirt and sort of being hands-on. I mean, to be honest, my company, it's very, very small. I only got a very tiny company. But, I never wanted to run a huge company and end up being in the office.
No.
I've always wanted to be out there and keep my hands in the earth.
And what I like about you, Adam, you're some gardeners a bit too technical for me. You're technical, you've got all the knowledge, but you're really down to earth.
I think that's important
both,
because people could be scared sometimes by all the the Latin names and all the terminology and stuff like that. And to be honest, gardening is much more simple than people think.
Yeah.
What I always say to everybody is plants want to grow. They want to live. So it's more. It's much easier than you think to get things to thrive. A lot of it is just
buying plants from the right company, and we've got amazing nurseries that we work with, but it's just finding the right spot, isn't it? And the right,
Precisely.
Anyway, we're getting so busy for this. Adam, talk us through this deal that we've got here.
Well, I mean, I'm just hearing my 40% of this is gone, but it doesn't surprise me. I think a lot of people are buying this as a Mother's Day gift because, it does make a stunning Mother's Day gift. What we've actually got the pot at the bottom there, which comes with its own integral saucer on the bottom as well, which clips on. So when you lift the whole thing up, the saucer doesn't fall off. We've got the trellis on top, which actually clips on very, very easily.
Little holes, isn't there?
Little holes around the base there. You can clip that onto. But of course, I think for me, the sort of pièce de résistance for this is the actual plants that are coming with it. We have got 3 absolutely knockout clematis varieties for you. The one in front of me here with that wonderful white petals and the purple centre, this is Clematis ziboldii, a real knockout clematis, very sought after. Sometimes you get double flowers, sometimes single flowers. Moving through to the middle there, Sean, the one in the middle is Miss Bateman, a very pure white one, and that has quite rounded ends to the petals. But again, look at that, that's just pure white against that green foliage. And then moving to the far side, we've got Clematis the President with that deep purple or mauve, if you wish, flower on there.
I mean, if you plant these all together in the tower pot, you're going to get, you call it tapestry planting then, don't you?
Yes, yeah. So you get all that sort of mix of colours.
So you imagine you're going to have this wonderful 3-dimensional display of clematis year after year after year. For anyone that's never grown clematis in a pot, any top tips for us?
Yeah, the main thing with clematis is clematis like cool roots and they like moist roots and they like to be well fed. So if you plant it in the tower, keep the bottom in the shade, use your Incredibloom, keep them well watered, and that's all you need to do.
Honestly, dead easy.
Really easy.
And we even give you the Incredibloom fertiliser, including that price. It does look like it's going to sell out. 45% of our entire stock has gone, and you are saving £40 today. And don't forget, this is our item on FlexiPay. So anything else that you like, you might think, do you know what? I'm going to go for them strawberries that Adam showed me. I'm going to go for those snowdrops. Add them to your order. We'll total everything up. So say if you went for the tower and you went for the strawberries for a tenner, I'll just round things up for you. That would be £40. We'd spread that cost into 2 equal payments of around about £20 there. The strawberries, by the way, are available right now. I'll just give you the details. £9.99 307 978. And just to show you the strawberries in detail, they can grow in pots, can't they?
They are so versatile. They can grow in pots, they can grow in easy fill baskets, they can grow in beds, borders, window boxes. This is a variety called Irresistible, and they are irresistible. It's a mid-season variety, so this is going to flower for you in May, June, and then you're going to get fruit in June or July. You are going to get pounds and pounds and pounds of fruit off these, and the runners is such a brilliant way to buy them.
Now, Adam and I worked... last year we had a stand, didn't we?
We did, at
the BBC Gardening Show.
Yeah, BBC Garden as well, wasn't it? Yeah.
And we had a great day, actually. We had a lovely day. But we also, as well as like meeting and greeting, some of our viewers, and Adam was signing loads of pictures. I wasn't. I was just, nobody asked for mine. But Adam was signing all these pictures. But I remember... we sold hundreds, if not thousands, of the Easy for baskets.
Yeah.
Do you remember we completely sold out? At the end of the day, we were actually literally, things that we had planted up, we were ripping them to pieces.
That's it, yeah.
People were so desperate
buying
to
everything.
Get
Well, I mean, we had a huge cupboard load, didn't we? All kind of stacked up.
Yeah,
and
they all went.
just went, they flew.
Well, we've actually got them back today, and we've got an amazing deal. We've actually got less than 100 of these, though, that's all. 4 Easy for baskets, 4 of the watering... What do you call them? Watering? You call them
I've nicknamed them the Watersaurus.
That was the word I was looking for.
Because they look like they kind of look like a dinosaur. Very childish. They look like a sort of a dinosaur to me, so I call them the Watersaurus.
And you even get the easy turn hooks as well. Now, I know loads of you, potentially I think we saw millions of these, know these already, but give us a quick whistle-stop tour.
Well, I mean, they are very simple to use. Basically, what you've actually got the 14-inch baskets, you've got all the spaces, all the holes already pre-made for you, so you can space the plants out perfectly well, very, very easily. You don't need to worry about spacings. But what we've got as well are these little lattice gates. If I just bring that down towards you, the little lattice gates just pop out. And these are the gates that actually go in. I need to just find it. I'll contrast it against there for you.
There you go.
You can see it better there. These are the little lattice gates that actually clip into the holes at the side, and they will actually hold the plants in position. So you can go round, build up one layer to the next layer, pop the little lattice gates back in place, and they will hold your plants there.
Now, you get more with this, though, don't you, Adam?
Yep, you get the easy turn hooks as well, which will allow you to swivel your basket around, but because what that does actually, Sean, that lets the basket move with the wind as well, so it doesn't resist the wind. Very, very easy to water, easy to deadhead all the way round as well, and you don't get a lopsided hanging basket either. And you can see, look at the basket there, that has almost completely covered, it's completely covered the actual basket. Because again, sometimes people say to me, Adam, I love the idea of the easy fill system, but I don't like the look of the black plastic. The reason we've not made the plastic any other colour is because you're not going to see it.
No, it disappears.
The basket is just a vessel to actually create these wonderful balls of colour. And we always say, don't we, Sean, 360-degree balls of colour.
That's mine. That's my house. That's mine. I'm a pig shed.
Look at that.
They've just found these. These are all mine from last year. These were quite early on in the season, actually. And the next one's mine as well. I can solve it.
And even early on in the season, I mean, you've got that result already, that early on in the season. So by July, August time, I mean, I've seen some colossal examples of the easy fills where they've almost trailed down like a couple of metres.
Just quickly, you also get the watering fountains. These are like gold dust. Everyone wanted these last year. And they allow you to water your baskets the easy, quick way as well. We've got less than 100 of those in stock. They're only $19.99, 336 338. Now, very quickly, we've got a brand new product for you right now. I was introduced to this a couple of months ago, and it's called the Handy Digger. And we've got a twin pack, $14.99. This is actually clever than it looks.
It is. Yeah, I mean, this has revolutionised using a trowel, and it is, one of these really innovative new ideas. You've got a nice sharp edge on this side that you can use for cutting into really hard, uncultivated soil. On the other side, you've got that rounded end to it, so that's great for scooping compost out the ground and actually, potting plants on. And you've got this wonderful ergonomic handle on there as well, so you can just grip the handle. So you could use the sharp end to actually dig into really, really hard soil and break that soil up. Or if you wanted to, you could turn it round and then you could use it just to dig the soil up. So you can very quickly dig a hole in the ground like that, almost kind of like doggy paw fashion, if you like. But also you can use this for animal feed. Do you need to scoop out those pellets for horse feed or chicken feed? Things like, for example, use it for distributing salt on your drive, on your patio.
I actually, I met the designer and the supplier of this, and the one question I asked was, why are there such bright colours? And do you know what they said? How many times do you lose your trowels and your tools around the garden?
I've lost loads over the years.
Here. Where do they go?
They just disappear.
You're always going to spot these as well. Have a look at them in action. That's a really great item, isn't it? And feels lovely in the hand. Now, Adam.
It's gone mad, hasn't it?
It's gone absolutely crazy for our tower pot, which is 339049. Adam, for viewers that have maybe just joined us, by the way, 55% of the stock's gone. Why do you think this is so popular?
I think because it's a really simple but elegant way of growing right plants, having that colour in your garden. Sometimes frames or support works for plants can be very ugly. They can be very obtrusive, and all you want to do is cover them up very, very quickly. This looks nice, even just on its own, even before anything is growing up through it. It's very tough, resilient plastic. It's got that very sort of antiquated, rustic kind of look to it, which I like. But what you've got at the base there, you've got a saucer right at the base. You've got a very tough pot that clips onto that saucer. So when you pick it up, the saucer doesn't fall off. You've got the trellis on the top. But really, for me, it's what you can put in it that really kind of, sells this for me, is these wonderful varieties of clematis here. Starting off with this one right next to me here, Clematis sibordii, with that wonderful deep purple centre and those lovely white petals. Absolute knockout. Sometimes the flowers are single, sometimes they're double, depending on the time of year. And look at this one in the middle, Sean.
That is really nice,
pure white flowers there.
And this is Miss Bateman.
Yeah, Miss Bateman, against the wonderful green foliage. And then moving all the way across to the President, that very deep purple or mauve one, with flowers that are sometimes almost as big as a dinner plate. I mean, they really, really are huge. And I like the fact that they all go together so well, because you've got purple, you've got white, and then you've got purple and white. So they really, really do mix together well.
And we're even including the Incredible Bloom fertiliser.
Fertiliser. Woo!
Yeah, your fertiliser. Your fertiliser. What do you mean those days have been and gone? That's what producer said. My days of flirting have been and gone. Thanks, there. Only should Valentine's Day's been and gone. Missed that. And if you'd like to go for these, £29.99, you are saving £40 today, and 55% of the entire stock has gone. Now, we've got a great, great gift for you next. I think it'd be fabulous for Mother's Day, which is 2 weeks, of course, this Sunday. First of all, you get 2 of the pots, very similar to the tower pot, but obviously without the tower. And then you get these Simply bulb trays. These are such a great idea.
Yeah, well, I'll give you that because you've got more access there to the front there, Sean. But to me, it's almost like a bulb pizza, if you like. You've got this kind of tray and you've got all these different bulbs on top. Great thing about this is all the bulbs are perfectly spaced out. They're all at the right depth. So you're going to get that 3D effect that you've always wanted in your pots. All you need to do is fill the pot up 2/3 of the way, then just drop this down onto the compost.
Look at that.
Finish off with compost to the top, and that is it.
That's it.
That is job done.
So
you need
literally,
nothing else.
And they're all perfectly spaced. They're all at the right depth.
All spaced, all at the right depth, all the right heights as well.
It doesn't get simpler than that, does it?
And the cardboard's biodegradable, so that will just sort of rot away in the soil. That will actually add to the nutrients of the soil. The bulbs will grow and they'll come up year after year.
And we've got two varieties here, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got a mix. We've got one mix with, I think
you get both, by the way.
Yeah, so we're getting one mix with gladiolis, because I can't see
and
the front
got
there.
The,
yeah, and babiana. So we've got the lovely gladiolis
I don't know
in the middle.
Babiana.
No, they're not grown that often, but they should be grown more, actually. Very lovely star-shaped bulbs. I believe they're from South Africa. Great for a nice sunny position, but very, very simple to grow. So these taller gladiolis will come up in the middle. The babiana will actually come up round the edge.
So, I mean, it is 1, 2, 3. You pop that in your pot with some compost and your water. That is it. It's so good, isn't it? The other one that you've got, just quickly, is this one here, which has the gladioli at the back, and then you've got the freesias, haven't you?
Yeah, these are a type of gladiola. These are called Accidanthera, and then the freesias round the base. Again, a really, really stunning mix there.
And you do get both today for £28.99, including the pots as well. But I love that. It's a great gift idea. Now, Adam was with us earlier with our multi-tool, by the way. And this is I think we've got less than 50 of these in stock.
It doesn't surprise me. I mean, the fact that we've got, you could pay £149.99 just for what you could see on the screen there ordinarily. But when you look at what you're getting in total, you're not just getting that, you're getting that with 3 other attachments as well.
So the hedge cutter, the pruner, and of course, the bush cutter as
and
well.
Your oils.
And your oils.
And your
as
oils.
well.
And your harness.
85% of the stock has gone. The combined value on that is today £315. You can grab that today for under £150. I have to say, Adam, I know from presenting the Handy Multi-Tool shows for several years, under £150 is the lowest we ever do, isn't it?
It's absolutely remarkable. Again, I mean, I've done quite a few multi-tool shows now, and I have not seen, a price lower than that on the multi-tool. It is extraordinary, really, how we've got it down to that price. And now is the time to buy it, right at the beginning of the season, so you can get on top of the garden, you can get ahead of things in the garden.
I think there's about 40 of those left now. Yeah. So if you want it, it is heading towards limited stock, 322033. Now, we were talking earlier, isn't it lovely when you see snowdrops at this time of year? Your heart lifts, you think, do you know what? Yeah, winter's on its way out, spring's on its way. They're the most beautiful, delicate flower. But they don't actually, once you've got them started, they're great, but to grow them from bulb isn't that easy, is it?
Quite often in the garden centres, you'll see them in bulb form in the autumn. Their bulbs are very small. They're only about the size of garden peas. They dry out very quickly, and they do not like being transplanted in bulb form. What you need to do is transplant them in what's known as the green. That literally means as soon as they're finished flowering and the flowers have faded, then that's when you transplant them. You're getting 60 here for $12.99, and there might even be a few more in there as well because they're so difficult to count, but I can't promise. All you need to do is just split them up, dig a hole just a couple of 2 or 3 inches deep, pop the actual little plant in, water it in well and leave it. After a month or so, it'll go yellow, it'll die down, but don't worry, it's just gone dormant. And then next spring, they'll pop up again, and once they're established, they will just create a carpet of white bloom for you any time from, depending on mild or cold winter, from late January through to early March.
And you'll get pleasure out of them year after year after year. And they spread, but once you get going, they're great.
Yeah, we can see the ones right in front of us here in the studio. I mean, they're actually still in flower, so you can see how elegant and how stunning they are.
They are the most gorgeous flower, aren't they? Now, thank you to everyone that sent in some of your pictures of plants that you've grown. And I know a lot of you have been sending not just plants, but things like your fruit as well. Ian, thank you for this one. Ian Turnbull sent in his fantastic hydrangea there. That's really nice, isn't it?
That's stunning. I love the mix of colours as well.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, my word.
We've not had any lilies on the show this week,
no.
But it's great to see a picture of lilies. I mean, they are one of my favourites, really are.
So thank you, Ian, for sending that in. Mr. Roberts, Martin Roberts, has just sent some pictures in as well. I love those lilies, don't you?
Yeah, and the scent. Wow, that's a really unusual sunflower. That's a really different. I don't know the actual variety, but wow, that's knockout. That's almost like the rising sun in the morning.
And Terry Beasley has just sent us some pictures as well. Now that's a basket.
Oh, they're double. I think they're double petunias by the looks of it. They're short.
That's bigger than
Look at that. I know, and that's stunning.
That's how good your easy fill baskets could be if you go for those this year as well.
Wow. I'd be dead proud of that. Dead proud of that.
I would as well. And if you do want to go for those easy fill baskets, on special today with the watering fountains and the 4 easy turn hooks, brand new at $19.99 there, 329-338. And we will try to show a few more of those that have come in before the end of the show. Now, one of the most beautiful fruits is, of course, strawberries, and yet they're so expensive to buy, aren't they?
They can be.
Yeah. And they can be. I don't know about you, but he's filling his face with these this hour. Strawberries can sometimes be a bit tasteless in the supermarkets, can't they?
Because they have to pick them really, really early before they're properly ripe. You know, sometimes you buy strawberries, they're red on the outside. When you cut them in half, they're white, aren't they? And sometimes they're crunchy. With your own grown strawberries, you won't have that. This is a variety called Irresistible. Mid-season variety. It's going to start flowering for you probably late May, early June. You're going to get fruit June, July, year after year after year. And apart from the ones I've eaten, these strawberries here, these just represent about 1/4 of what you're likely to produce once these become established. And it's such a brilliant way to buy strawberries. Don't pay £1.49, £1.99, even more for ones grown in pots.
Because you see them in the garden centres, in the pots, with little flowers on it, 10 little strawberries.
Yeah.
As you say, £2 each. But actually, the work that you've got to do is minimal, and you're getting these at 50p each.
50p each.
Yeah.
All you need to do is, these little runners, they don't look much, but all you need to do is just spread the roots out on these, pop them into the ground to just below where the leaves come out, and that is it. Water them, they will grow, they will thrive.
Now, if you want to go for them, remember, they are half price today. So you can actually go for 2 sets. So you can actually have 40 of those and just be spending the same price you'd normally pay for 20 there. 307978. I just want to say, before we run out of time, it's been lovely to be back with you on the gardening shows. We continue with the gardening theme. My great friend Lloyd is with us next with Spear and Jackson, and we've got a brand new spray and leaf that's going to get rid of all of your mould, your moss, your algae. This is free if you go for the 5 litre. So that's coming up the next hour with our Lloyd who's waiting in the wings over there. Let's go back to our pinks.
We're in the pink with these, aren't we?
We are in
Certainly.
the pink.
Yeah, pinks are stunning. We've got a collection of pinks here. Oh, so many different things to say about these very, very quickly. We've got different leaf shapes. We've got different petal shapes on these. Some are ruffled, some are smooth, some are one colour, some are multicoloured. Some have got a spicy scent, some have got a sweet scent. They're evergreen. They're so easy to grow. They'll grow in poor soil. You can have these as cut flowers, and they are a traditional cottage garden favourite. They are a must for any garden pinks. They really, really are.
And so I've got pinks in my garden, but I've got the very basic pink variety. This offers so much more.
Well, look at the colour. I mean, you can see on the screen there. Look at the mix of colours in this. Absolutely glorious, you know. And if you could smell those as well, the fragrance is absolutely knockout. And as cut flowers, pinks last weeks and weeks and weeks as cut flowers as well.
They do, don't
make
they?
great cut plants.
And they're at 339-337. Can I just say, I would love, if you've never bought plants from us here before on Ltgl, we've got 15 years experience as a major UK shopping channel. We would love you to try this season, you know. Give us a call or go online, order on our website and give us your feedback as well. We would love to hear from you, but we only work with the finest nurseries in the UK and bring you outstanding value. But talking of value, the biggest saving today is on our tower pot with the clematis, which is down by £40. 3/4 of the stock has gone.
Doesn't surprise me.
Well, we know, generally speaking, a lot of you will order after the hour, so it is very, very likely to sell out. I think this offers everything for everybody, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. And I think a lot of people are ordering this for Mother's Day as well. What you have, in essence, is you have a saucer, you have a pot. It's integral, the saucer, so when you pick it up, it doesn't fall off. You've got this wonderful trellis support on the top there, which looks nice. It looks attractive as it is at the moment. Sometimes support structures are ugly, and you just want to cover them up. This looks nice as it is, but what we've got, you know, the pièce de résistance really is these three wonderful varieties of clematis.
I mean, this one is just...
It's incredible, isn't it?
It is.
This is called Zibaldii, this one. White petals, these wonderful purple centres, moving across the middle, that pure white foliage or leaves, petals even, of Miss Bateman there in the middle. And then moving over to the far side, we've got the President. Very, very deep purple mauve flowers that almost be the size of dinner plates. And the plants we've got, if we can just very, very quickly just focus in on the roots.
Oh, by the way, that's everything you get there. You get the Incredibloom as well.
Incredibloom as well. And look at the root system on these. I've just left those on the edge there. You're guaranteed with root systems like that, that as soon as these get into the compost, they're going to grow away, they're going to thrive.
How long we got? 20 seconds? 30 seconds, right. Just quickly, you can keep ordering after the hour on our website as well. Thank you to all the viewers that emailed us and sent in your pictures. We haven't shown all of them. Are we drawing a winner now? I'm going to have to be super quick. Hang on, stay there. Right. Adam, quick, you've got 7 seconds. Who's the winner?
The winner is Martin Roberts.
Well done, Martin. Spear and Jackson are coming up next.